You think you're ready for alt season? You're not, because you need a plan before it starts. And yeah, I know I sound like a broken record, but alt season isn't here yet, and it probably won't be here as soon as we'd like. But here's the kicker. Nobody is right 100% of the time, and the players who win this game, they don't wait for the starting gun. They prepare before the market even blinks. So today, I'm not holding back. I'm giving you my entire alt-season blueprint, a full step-by-step battle plan for navigating this entire cycle, from the first whispers of ETH ignition to the absolute peak of retail mania, and crucially, how to get out with your profits intact. And because I love you guys, we've even built a brand new free indicator for you. It tracks Bitcoin dominance zones, so you'll know exactly when the big rotations are happening. No guesswork, no BS, just clarity. If you're tired of getting chopped up and want to play this cycle like a pro, smash that like button, hit subscribe, because what I'm about to show you is the difference between making the most out of alt season or missing it entirely. Let's get into it. This video is for informational purposes only. Crypto assets are high risk and are not suitable for all retail investors. This video is not intended for a UK audience. All right, first things first. We need to break down how fast alt season starts, because everyone thinks it could start randomly next week. It can't. Now, let's look at why. This is the others chart. It tracks the total market cap of all altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and the top 10 majors. So basically, it's the total cap of the lower caps. Look at 2017. Look at 2020 to 2021. In the months leading up to Ethereum making a new all-time high, what did these low cap alts do? They went sideways. They flatlined. They didn't truly ignite until ETH itself broke out and ran hard. So what's the takeaway? Stop feeling like you need to rush into alts. Stop the FOMO. You are not late for the real party. Do not feel pressured. Now, one thing we need to cover before we dive into the blueprint is rotations. Maybe you know this, but many don't. So bear with me a few seconds as I break it down. The classic path to alt season goes like this. First, Bitcoin makes its move. Then capital flows into Ethereum, then into other large caps. Then, and only then, does it flood into the broader altcoin market. And guess what? BlackRock, the trillion-dollar monster, is now buying up tons of Ethereum. They've accumulated over 1 million ETH for their ETF. Now, that suggests that they and other massive institutional players think the ETH rotation is coming. We might finally be heading into that phase 2 of the cycle. But here's the reality check. Historically, from an ETH breakout to a full-blown face-melting alt season, it takes months, and ETH hasn't broken out yet. It needs to 2x from here to even reach its all-time high. And as I've discussed in previous videos, a lot of other macro dominoes have to fall, so you've got time, but you need a plan. So how do we detect the true start of alt season? Let's break it down. But I don't want to bore you. I'm not going to go on about the Fed cutting rates. I believe that needs to happen, but I've also beaten that topic to death. I think alt season is probably months away. Maybe you think it's sooner, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Either way, you need to plan and be ready. So let's talk about the plan. First step is detecting alt season is starting. Previously, I've talked about a few small signals like watching Google Trends and tracking crypto YouTube channel views to detect renewed retail interest, or watching ETH BTC for bottoms forming. But I know you guys want something simpler, something clearer, a way to cut through all the noise. So I work with my friend and mentor Nick, the trading wizard, and by wizard I mean grumpy old bastard. Anyway, Nick and I have developed the ultimate alt season blueprint indicator. This, my friends, is the Bitcoin dominance phases indicator, and we so need a better name for it. But bad name aside, it's 100% free for everyone. There's a link to it in the description below. This indicator takes all the noise, all the emotion, all the guesswork out of market rotations. It gives you a simple, color-coded roadmap. Let's break it down using the 2021 cycle as a perfect example of how this would have guided you. First of all, what's Bitcoin dominance? It shows what percentage Bitcoin's market cap represents of the entire crypto market cap. The lower dominance is, the more alts are worth. The higher it is, the less they're worth. Basically, it shows us how strong Bitcoin is versus alts. Now, let's break down how the indicator works. It all starts in the gray zone here. This is when Bitcoin dominance is over 60%. Like it was in early 2021, and it is right now. This is when Bitcoin is king. Capital is conservative. Money is scared. Historically speaking, aping into altcoins in this zone is dangerous. Some will argue, yeah, but alts are cheap here. Listen, just because an altcoin is 90% down, it doesn't mean it can't go down another 90%.